Hi, my name is Bibek Adhikari. I am an English instructor. In today's class, we are going to solve the writing portion of Unit 14, that is, interpreting tables and charts. So, let's begin. Right, we shall now begin by studying the writing portion of Unit 14, that is, interpreting tables and charts. In this section, we shall study about the ways in which we can analyze a pie chart, and we shall also learn a bit about the method in which we can draw a pie chart. First of all, let's do two pre-reading questions, or let's say pre-writing questions in this regard. The first question I want you to think about is, how many students are there in your class? How many students are there in your class? Alright, that is the first question. The second question I want you to think about is, how many boys and girls are there? So think about this one too. I want you to think about another question, third question. If you are asked to present the data, how would you do it? And there's a second question to this one. Share your, it's more like a command. Share your idea with your friends. These three questions, let's think about them. The first one is, how many students are there in your class? It could be 30 students, it could be 40 students, could be 28 students, right? It could be 45 students. Do you know that the lesser the number of students, the better the class is? So the standard class size, according to American standards, is 24 students in a class. But don't be disheartened, let's say you have got 48 students in your class, that's twice the standard size, but that's okay. That's how most schools in Nepal are. So the first question, pre-writing question is, how many students are there in your class? Think about it. Now I want you to think about second question. What was the second question? So this was the second question. How many boys and girls are there? Let's say there are 25 boys and 14 girls. Or could be 18 boys and 28 girls. So this is what we call the gender ratio. Gender ratio. What is the gender ratio? The better the gender ratio, the smoother the gender ratio, the better the class is. So this also talks about the inclusiveness, how gender inclusive your class is. Another question you should think about is, if you are asked to present the data, how would you do it? Now there are different ways, to do this. You can either draw a pie chart, or you can draw a table, draft a table, or what you can do is you can draw a bar chart. So there are different methods of representing this information. Share your idea with your friends. Right now you can do this. You can share your ideas. How would you present the data? Number of students and the total number of boys and girls. How would you represent these different data? Would you rather draw a pie chart, or would you prefer, drawing a bar chart to drawing a pie chart? Or maybe, you want to present the information in a table, or maybe you would like to draw a graph. So it depends on you, it's your personal choice. What do you want to do with the data you have? You have the data. Now, how do you want to present it so that it looks authentic and it is very easy to interpret? That is the point. Let's start with the pie chart. So I'm going to start with a pie chart. Alright, this is one way of representing the data. This is the male population, while this is the female population of a district. We're going to write something called legend or index. And in this section, we will draw the same symbols that we have used. So this represents female, while this symbol represents male, right? So out of the total population, and what is the total population with? The total population is 13,452, and out of that 7,093 people were male while 6,359 people were female. The source of this information is Central Bureau of Statistics 2011. How would you write? How would you interpret this? That is the question. Now the question is interpret this. How would you do that? How would you analyze this? You would do this by writing a paragraph on it. Can you do that? So let's try writing a paragraph on this pie chart. Let's try writing a paragraph on this pie chart. About this pie chart. So this is the tentative paragraph about the pie chart. The pie chart shows the total population of Mustang in terms of sex. In 2011, the total population of Mustang was 13,452. There were 7,093 males and 6,359 females. The male population constituted 53% of the total population. So this is how you can, analyze a pie chart. Now let us understand how to draw a pie chart. How to draw a pie chart. So this is another section that we shall be dealing about. So let me draft a table first. Particulars, Nepali rupees. Alright, this is the monthly expenses of Mr. Khadka under different titles. Rent, starting from rent. So Mr. Khadka pays 8,000 rupees for rent. For food and clothes, 15,000 rupees. For telephone, 1,000 rupees. And for others, 5,000 rupees. So let's find the total first. What is the total expenditure? It is 29,000 Nepali rupees. Alright, that is the total expenditure, 29,000 Nepali rupees. Now let's convert this information into degrees. Can you do that? For that you will need calculator. So we are converting this information into degrees. And there's an easy way to do that. To convert information into degrees, what should we do? We should use this basic step, that is particulars divided by total into 360 degree. For example, if the particular is, let's say, 5 out of 50, so what does, its value become in angles? So how much is this? This is 36 degree. Alright, this is how you convert information into degrees. You divide particulars by the total and you'd multiply that with 360 degree. So let's go back and convert each and every information into degrees. Let's start. First one, 8,000. So what would you do? You would do something like this. 8,000 divided by 29,000 into 360 degree. And how much is that? That is around 99.31 degrees. Alright, now let's convert 15,000. 15,000 divided by 29,000 multiplied by 360, that's roughly 186.20 degrees. Let's convert 1,000 into degrees. 1,000 should be divided by 29,000 and the result should be multiplied by 360, which results into 12.41 degree. Use your calculator. So you'll need your calculator. This is not, not a mental problem. So 5,000 should be divided by 29,000 and the result of which should be multiplied by 360 degree, and it turns out to be 62.06 degree. If you add everything up, you should get 360 degree. So go on, add 99.31 with 186.20 with 12.41, and finally there's 62.06. If you add everything up, you'll get 359.98 degree, which is roughly 360 degrees. Alright, so the calculation is correct. This means the calculation is fairly correct. So we applied this formula All right, and we converted information into degrees. That is what we did. Now, how to plot the information, the degrees into a circle. And the main concern is how to plot. First of all, you will need a compass. Then you will need a pencil. You will also need a protractor and a ruler. So if you have got all these, necessary stuffs, what you can do is you can start by drawing a circle. So draw a circle in the beginning. So start by drawing a circle. The center should be located, and from there you can draw a radius. So this is the center and this is the radius. From here, by keeping the protractors crosshair and this above the center of the circle, you can draw the first angle. So this would be tentative 90 degrees. I need to draw 99 degrees. So this is 99 degree, the first one. The second thing is, now from here you can draw 12 degrees. Let's assume that this is 12 degree. Likewise, you can go on drawing. Let's say this is 78 degrees. So you can go on drawing. So whatever you get, the final product is what you call a pie chart. So that is what a pie chart is. And don't forget to give special symbols and to draw a legend or an index. That is how you would plot a pie chart. All right. Now I've got a question for you as a homework. Your homework would be this: draw a pie chart by using the following information. So here's the information. I'll write particulars and Nepali rupees. All right. First thing is food. So let's say I spend 15,000 on food, and on rent I spend roughly 10,000. For clothes I spend 5,000 a month. Again, particulars and Nepali rupees. On mobile I spend 2,000 rupees a month. I even pay the EMI of my scooter, and that is 5,000 rupees a month. And I have got other miscellaneous expenditure, which is roughly 10,000 a month. Now I want you to show this information in a pie chart. All right, that is your homework. With this, we have come to end of today's class. If you have any questions or suggestions regarding this video series, feel free to write us at learning@deerwalk.edu.np. Thank you.